We had a phenomenal response to our first series of Our State in a Plate when it came to growing your own superfoods at home. Now, I thought I'd share some more with you, but this is the place to start. You see, this is a seedling nursery. It's called Sunnyvale Plants, and for 3 generations, they've been supplying West Australians with colour and food plants. These plants are the display plants you're going to see at this year's Royal Show State on a Plate live exhibition. Now, I've chosen my varieties carefully. They all have important messages attached to them. For instance, this is kale, one of the most important sources of antioxidants you can grow at home. And a small amount in your diet every day is said to reduce the risk of stomach cancers dramatically. You'll know this plant. I'm sure you've grown it before. It's a tomato, and this tiny little green fruit is going to end up being a beautiful, big red fruit. And growing them at home, well, there's nothing more rewarding, and there's nothing that tastes quite as good. Now, the good thing about these is that red colouring in the fruit. It's lycopene, a plant nutrient that's incredibly good for us. It's fantastic for taking free radical cells out of our system. Effectively, this is an anti-cancer drug. The Grow It at Home movement is massive these days, and just a few kilometres down the road from my house in Kalamunda, there's a couple who've taken it to the next level. Dario and Michelle Franzanelli converted their backyard, then their front yard, and then their verge into a food factory. Every square inch is covered in fresh food producing plants. Well, Dario, I feel like I'm standing on sacred ground here. This is the last patch of grass left here at Jeddo's Patch. You've turned every square inch of this place into an edible oasis. What was your motivation?
Well, it's just the lifestyle. We wanted a much healthier lifestyle, and so we pulled up basically 1,000 square metres of lawn and we replaced it with edibles, vegetables, trees. We are 99.5% self-sufficient in fruit and veg. Simple as that. 12 months of the year, food.
The garden's full of superfoods because it's all fresh and it's all natural, but your number one superfoods, what would you suggest here?
The things I like most of all are the blueberries, the star fruit. There's yarkon down there. You can go on and on.
Well, one of the treasures that I discovered in this garden some time ago was this one down here. Now, you'll know it because we introduced you to yarkon in the very first episode of Our State in a Plate, and we had a massive response, so much so that we're still trying to get enough plants to satisfy all the demand. But one of the things about them is that they go dormant during the winter and start to spring up during the spring, so we'll have some new plants coming through very soon. Watercress is said to be one of the very best of all superfoods. Rich in antioxidants and a massive source of minerals, it tastes amazing. Now, I grow mine in my aquaponics system, and a bit grows wild in my ponds. Now, my last superfood, this is an absolute ripper, particularly if you've got a pond, because this plant grows in water. It is wasabi, and if you love Japanese food, you'll want to get your hands on it. You can eat the leaves, the stems, but it's the root that is the real wasabi flavour, and you will absolutely love this. They're as rare as hen's teeth. They're just available for the first time in Perth. If you want to get your hands on them, want to check out our website, but I've got to tell you, I love it, and it's got so many beneficial health properties. But for me, it's just the flavour. It's fantastic with all Japanese cuisine.